How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So glad each and every one of you can make it. Had these two things waiting on me when I got home from work. What's in them and who's it from? Well, this one I ordered, truth be told, and it's not quite what you think. But this one is from a channel supporter that's been around for quite a while. We'll get to that here in just a second.
We got a box. We got a box! I'm gonna open it.
What's going on over there?
Put the gun down.
I saw you with the box. What was in the box? No, what's in the box?
Not until you give me the
What's
gun.
in the box?
Again, welcome back to the channel, everybody. So glad each and every one of you can make it. This one we'll get to in just a second. That is from, well, we'll take care of that here in just a second. I've got them both cut open. This is nothing. This is a few supplies that I ordered because when you do this type of thing, you gotta have supplies, right? Well, I wanted me some smaller tape than what I normally use so I could do some finer lines. So that's supposed to be 85 yards of tape. Supposed to be, by all accounts, really good tape. Never tried it before. We're going to give it a whirl. It's supposed to not allow bleed through, which I've never seen a tape that won't allow bleed through. And it's not supposed to leave any residue behind when you take it off. And the last two things in it is one of my favorite paints that I use and I have is Createx Candy Paint. It's a transparent paint. In other words, basically it's just a tint, an ink, a dye, whatever you want to call it. So in order to be able to spray it, it has to have what's called a carrier. Well, typically your carrier is like a gloss or a semi-gloss or a matte, whatever, in liquid form, and it's a clear, hence the name clear, like clear coat, and you mix in that with some thinner. So that's what I got. Got me a thing of the UVLS clear, and I got me some Autoborn black sealer. I had this sealer before, the black, when I first started doing customs, and I was really happy with it. And my local Hobby Lobby quit carrying it, so I quit using it. I went to rattle can primer is what I normally use, just for quick and ease and convenience, but at least kind of a little bit of orange peel look to the paint. So then I went to Stino Res, and it goes on really good, but I have issues, just like with the Autoborn, the white. I had issues with their white. You have to mix it up really good. You put it in your air gun and pretty much use it right then. And then you have to mix it up really good again, because if you don't, the finish on the car is kind of spotty. I don't know what those spots are. I don't know if it's a chemical that is in the primer and it's separating from the color, or what's going on with it. So I'm going to use what I have of theirs, and then I'm going to get away with it. I'm going back to the Autoborn. If you guys have something better to do airbrushing and everything that you like as far as a primer, please let me know. I'm always open to new things and new ideas and whatnot. So, but as you can see, I'll show you this really quick. This is what I normally use, and that's what I now have. Look at the thickness difference. It's about a third of this. So I'll be able to do finer lines, tighter turns, stuff like that. Now to the second box. This is from a good friend way up there in the Arctic land of New York. He actually lives up there near Mike Zarnock, Mr. Hot Wheels himself. And didn't know this was coming. Have no idea what's in it. All I did was crack it open. You can see his thing right there that looks like a coaster or something along those lines. It's bigger than the sticker and it's got a matte finish. So let's see what we have here. It does feel like a coaster. It looks like a coaster, but anyhow, He wrote on the back, Pete, was doing some cleaning up, thought of you with these. I think they'll be great in your collection. Mike's Mods and Customs. Mike did a thing on Instagram to where he would let his subscribers, his followers and stuff, contribute to the bill. And what they would do is they would come up with the ideas. Like, he had put out 4 or 5 castings that he just has, there on hand, just loose or whatever. Anybody that was watching got to vote on what car they wanted him to work on. We'd pick the ideas. He would try to find the parts. He would do all the work. He'd do the painting, the sanding, stuff like that. And then you'd have a finished project, which I really like. I've thought about doing it. Mike said I could run with the idea. I've often thought about it, but I don't know. It's one of those things. Time, can I commit to a certain time every weekend, like Saturday Night Live, like he would do, or Friday Night Live, or something like that? It's really hard sometimes, maintaining a schedule like that. That's why I don't belong to any field groups anymore. I've been asked to join one that you would know of if I mention it, because everybody knows of this particular group, but it's just, I don't have anywhere to spray, because when I spray inside, I've got a paint booth and everything that I can pipe it outside. Doesn't matter if I spray inside, Mr. Cooper will get sick. He'll start losing his fur. So I don't spray inside whatsoever. I don't even keep those chemicals in. They're all out in my shed outside. So I'm limited on what I can do in the winter. I try to have 4 or 5 things ready to go, so when I do get a day that's warm enough or I can sit in front of a heater outside, I can spray. I really need to get me a kerosene heater, and I could put it in my storage building, 20-30 minutes before I go out there. Yes, it'd stink to high heaven, but it would also warm that, and then I can pipe my vent out the window, because my storage building has 2 windows, so I can run it out one of those and get out there and spray. It's something I've been thinking of, but more expense, more time. But that's not what this video is about. What this video is about is what's in this here box. So let us see, shall we? Okay, we got what looks like 2 things. Ooh, I like that color on that. I can't tell what it is just yet. Oh yeah. Oh yes. It didn't have that on it. Ugh, I bet I can take it off. I can take that off. Gotta say, my bubbly wet. But what we have is the IROC Camaro with the trailer. The open bed trailer. Look at those meats on that Camaro. Woo woo! Look at them back tires. 1985 IROC. And of course, it's going to be the twin turbo. If I take the car off trailer, it'll have 2 turbos up there in the lower valance, or bumper cover, whatever you want to call it. I think, Mike, I really like this, but I do think that I'm going to take the coke off there. I'm going to leave the red stripe, hockey stripe, and take the coke off. I think that I'm going to do that. Yeah, and off the carrier too. And I know that's plastic. Yeah. So I'd be really careful with that, or if I go through the paint at all, that acetone will eat that plastic up. So I'd be real careful. So there's one more thing in here from Mr. Mike's Mods and Custom, it looks like. Make sure. Yep, one more thing. Mike said he's been, the last video I watched of him, well, not the last video, but one of the last videos, he said he's been cleaning up because, he has so many cars and everything. He doesn't want to leave this for his family to have to deal with, later on down the road. And I can understand that completely. So I have no idea what this is. We're going to look at it together. Oh, I love that color. So let's see what it is. Oh, the paper slipped out the front. Yes, sir. I know exactly what that is. That is from the Fast and Furious set. I have actually made the comment several times because Walmart has 2-packs, this size car, and they're 2-packs. They do not sell this car individually. It's always with another car. And every time I see them, I say, man, I want that car out of there, but I'm not buying the 2-pack because I don't want the other car. Well, lo and behold, now I don't have to. Thank you very much, Mike. Is the hood open or anything? No. The door's open. That's good. Heck yeah, man. Bottom of it. Thank you, Mike, for both of these, brother. He and I both are Camaro guys. But if you don't know what orange peel is, I'll try to show it to you. See how kind of bumpy that finish on that roof is? I know it's kind of hard for you to see with the light shining on it, but if you go out to your vehicle and you look down, even if it's clear cut, if you look down at an angle, not straight on, but like at a little bit of angle and catch the corner, you'll see what looks like an actual orange peel in whatever color your car is. That's what I was talking about earlier. Man, that looks good. Thank you, brother. I'll put these two up. Like I said, I'm going to take the coke off that. But there you go, guys. Straight from Mike's Mods and Customs. Thank you, Mike. Thank you for thinking about me, wanting to send me these. I'll have his info down below so you can check out his content. He's got some really cool content. He's getting more into scale models now, the 124 stuff, a build off, stuff like that. Every once in a while he messes with Diecast a little bit again, but he's gotten more into them scale models, which I understand why. I just don't. I would too, but I don't have the room. I don't have it. So with that state, I'm going to get off here. Thank you, Mike. Thank you very much. Till next time, guys, you know what I say. Get out there and hunt. If you don't hunt, you will not find. And we'll see you in the next video. Thank you all so very much for watching.